who, although has a lot of early pressure, plays incredibly well in late game team fights as well. We've all seen those pop-off Inferno trigger moments. Excel also have a little bit of side lane threat in the form of Camille, and although Shen can match her early on, as you said, in the lane, WhiteKnight will struggle to play 1v1 against a Camille later on.
Look, both of these comps have really strong team fight ability and also the ability to jump on you from very far away, whether it's the engage of a Camille or an Alistar with an Orianna ball on top. The Hecarim on the other side is very self-explanatory. That may come into play a little bit later on into the match with double ignites there. That's a whole lot of power to work with. Is Zanzarah looking for a mid gank.
Czekolad walking forward, scout of the week is there. There's the knock-up. Czekolad trying to survive with the shield. TP's coming in from XL. Zanzarah looking for the chase. One more auto attack would be enough. Just about gets underneath the tower and will get first blood.
That one was personal.
Life. It was very personal as Kryze comes in for a little bit of a tactical sweep away of that kill. 2 kills to XL.
Zanzarah and Czekolad, of course, going back to some time on a Go Rogue. Quite some time spent not farming his jungle camps, and this is a match where I feel like Hecarim's usually are trying to blitz towards level 6, and then once they get that ultimate, they just unlock huge kill threat pretty much no matter where they go. And now Dan has some free time to look for a gank top.
EpicSkillshot ultimatum coming down. WhiteKnight's going to try and get away. Don't know if he has the taunt. There it is. Slides and glides his way back towards the turret. And that's an ultimate used for basically nothing. Like, WhiteKnight isn't even low enough that he has to back away.
Yeah, bugs are a worthy prize. If you guys play jungle, you know they mean so much. Maybe not so much on the next patch.
Yeah, not so much on 11.
For now, they're good.
Torre's going in. There's the stand united immediately, and Jeskla's going to try and turn this one around. Torre exhausted straight away. WhiteKnight with the taunt. Torre can flash nowhere. Patrik tries to trade back as Czekolad TP's in. The shockwave flashed away from promisq. WhiteKnight is caught up there by Patrik, and the chase is on. Patrik not yet level 6, but he will pull the trigger and help Czekolad get the kill in the bottom lane.
Yeah, really interesting there, and Magifelix still looking to make a play down here. Zanzarah on the way as well, level 6 on the Syndra.
Patrik has flash and cleanse here. We'll use the flash to get away from the force of will.
Okay. So right there, that was a really interesting play too.
That's
so
true. That's true.
It's a little bit of an odd one there. Maybe Jeskla just popping that one a little bit early. Zanzarah has his ultimate coming in towards Czekolad.
Czekolad's going to try and get away with the blast cone. Onslaught Shadows is enough to knock him under the tower. Magifelix takes a couple of shots. Will have to flash away, but it's another kill on the board for Astralis. 3-3 on the scoreline.
Bot lane swapping around here, looking for as many plates on their respective carries as possible. I actually want to check in on the gold. Yeah, dead even between Patrik and Jeskla for the time being. Kryze goes for some damage, but again, this is a little 1v3, so I don't know how hard Kryze wants to go.
Czekolad's on his way. There's the stand united. Shockwave comes out, pulls them back. Onslaught Shadows not quite enough as Zanzarah goes down to Czekolad. His former teammate kills him off. Kryze has fallen as well as the rest of Astralis are on the chase. promisq mounts up on his horse and chucks Czekolad back into WhiteKnight's waiting arms.
promisq goes to sleep and wakes up again. That was a very odd play, and again, we're seeing more of it here on Magifelix. No ult on Dan means there's never going to be a kill to come through here, but I'm left sort of scratching my head because Excel, this is a little not very standard. Usually they're slowing things down, but now this is a good dive opportunity.
This is a deep flank. Are you actually going to go for this? That's WhiteKnight. He's a tank. He puts down the Spirit's Refuge if he can. He survives so much. Torre's tanking it up. Magifelix and promisq now on the chase. And XL are forced away. Only really had to burn the Unbreakable Will there from the Alistar, so not too much will have that one very much on their minds. Now that plates have fallen off, Astralis can try and chunk out this tower. Torre once again on the roam. promisq's just going to step straight into him. Attract Repel will get the stun. Torre building up a stun of his own as Patrik goes forward. There's the knockback, there's the headbutt, there's promisq trying to dive in with the shield. Zanzarah's on his way as well. Magnet Storm's going to pull back Torre. Patrik with the Inferno trigger just keeps himself alive. Torre underneath the tower dodges away from the onslaught of Shadows. But the rest of Astralis are here. Magifelix looks for the scat of the week, can't land it, but Killer Instinct in from Jeskla will be enough to make it rain a double kill.
Wait, Czekolad's in a 1v4 underneath the tower. He has to try and clear the waves fast because he's going down.
He can't clear the wave at all, and the shockwave connects, but it is from beyond the grave. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Sleep goes down onto WhiteKnight. The chase is on for the rest of XL as the Hexagolden Maiden finds its mark, and WhiteKnight will be sacrificed, but in exchange, 3 players from XL went down in the bottom lane.
I'm really playing around in the top lane or anything like that, but XL, what can they do? Because there's no summoners on Patrik, Czekolad too. These players very vulnerable.
It's a really difficult 5v5. Jeskala's got 2 items as Torre jumps in. The rest of Astralis are here, ready to party. promisq diving into the backline already. Czekolad is dead. Torre once again oversteps the mark as XL just cannot find anything in the river. Astralis strike and get 2 kills.
XL are looking uncharacteristically impatient. Again, not all 5 players of XL are there, and yet they're pulling the trigger. They continue to go in, and then Astralis say, wait a second, we actually just have more people here. You lose. Checkmate. And now Astralis get the 3rd Drake game virtually for free here. Smite a little bit off, but to get it in the
fine.
end, and yeah,
Gets it.
Astralis with a mid lane tower as well, like opening up the map for their engage. It's just looking really good for them. It's only a 2K gold lead, but on Soul Point here, this is you're setting up as a bit of a joke at the start. Zanzarah painting the target on Czekolad's back. 5 deaths after that first blood, even though it looked like things were gonna balance there and attack and play around Kryze, because if you're ever going at Jeskla and you don't immediately kill him, well, that is a 6-kill, 2-item with exhaust Kaisa.
Yep.
Like, how are you getting through that? That is nearly impossible. Patrik does not have the firepower to match it for the time being, and if you're playing in WhiteKnight lane, he's tanky. He's really hard to knock down. Build up the style on, the Samira there. They need time for Dan to go to work, and Zanzarah, he just wants to go in right now.
Torre just looking for vision, but he finds a very deadly pony. Onslaught of Shadows comes in. Zanzarah maybe overstepped a little bit, but Jeskala's on the chase. Shockwave comes out, and Jeskala's still full HP. Just took the ultimate of an AP mage and shrugged it off like it was nothing, like it was a snowflake, and the chase is on for Astralis. Patrik underneath the tower has to flash away. Torre getting chased down towards the bottom side, knocks Zanzarah back, and he will be sacrificed by Astralis as they continue to step forward into the XL jungle.
2 for 1 there for Astralis, 30 seconds before the Infernal spawn, so both junglers going to be up. Zanzarah a little bit delayed. Thing going to be missing here for Astralis, but I'm not sure they need it. Again, still have tools like the exhaust to work with. Dan has to come away with an objective steal.
Here we go once again. Infernal Dragon, the fighting point, and Torre is burst immediately. Kryze tries to dive in, but WhiteKnight stops him in his track, and Torre's already gone. Shockwave only lands on 2, and it's promisq. It's not Jeskla. Watch the AD carry, watch that Kaisa as Patrik takes down Zanzarah. But Magifelix with the flash across the wall can play more than Corky. Lands a great scat of the weekend already. Astralis get another couple of kills. 3v3 now in this bottom river. Astralis will back away just a tad.
Oh, Jeskla has his ultimate. How hype is he feeling? Has a flash, no exhaust, but if he lands a Void Seeker, he may just go in. The TP in from Kryze, that's going to be huge.
WhiteKnight has TP himself as well. You can see the Kryze TP off towards the top side, and here comes WhiteKnight. Scatter the Week's going to knock back Kryze. Czekolad trying to step forward. No Shockwave still available on that Syndra, and there we go! Jeskala's feeling himself as he dives into the back line. The Orianna is down, and now the Kryze will follow shortly after, as XL can do nothing about Astralis taking this Infernal Drake from right under their noses. Dan, no flash, has smite, can't get in the pit, and that's Infernal Soul for Astralis.
That's absolutely, at this point, the stellar performer for XL, time and time again, so consistent, but he has to look out because there's everything he has to dodge. He's on a high agency AD carry, but is it enough?
They're looking for Zanzarah, but there's the Stand United. Kryze and Torre now overstepped. promisq dives in from the side. The Unmature Shadows is so much. You can see the wombo combo coming out from Astralis, and as soon as XL didn't get the initial burst, the game was pretty much over. Astralis just continue on the front foot, and you can see the hope is Patrik, well, the hope is dead, and Jeskla willing to take a little bit more out of the fight in the end. 4 kills to 0 in favor of Astralis.
Astralis are out team fighting XL, a 4 for 0, like you said, and that is going to be the Baron at 25 minutes. Jeskla having a game, but really, all of Astralis just piling up in that finish, right? And the last few fights has been, Astralis get 3 kills, and then Jeskla still has his ultimate ready to go in and get that extra pick that nets them. Exactly the way to start it off here for Astralis. With this Baron buff, it means that Kryze doesn't even have that side lane pressure anymore. Double cannon minions easily take down this turret. Astralis, they split up into a 1-3-1 with Magifelix top side. So what do XL do? They say, let's gank the Shen.
Get in there with the Hextech ultimatum. Swell Seed lands as well. Looking on the buy, looking for the sleeps. The TP's coming in from Astralis. They're investing into this when WhiteKnight is already almost dead. The shutdown comes out. I'm not sure Astralis wanted to go for. Oh my god! That is the dirtiest thing I think I've seen in weeks from Astralis. It looked like they didn't need to take the fight, but they were out for blood. Blood for the blood god! Astralis get an ace in the bottom lane.
Magifelix can play more than a Corky. The scat of the weeks have been on point today. Astralis, they are taking this one home in style. WhiteKnight says, come and get me, guys, because the rest of his team's on the way to go for the kill.
They really didn't need to take that fight. They could have let WhiteKnight die, get top lane out of tower, get mid lane inhibitor.
Yeah, but they get the Nexus like this.
Yeah, they would have got the Nexus anyway. I just love the eagerness to take a fight where you didn't need to win out the fight, and because of that, to claim your 3rd win in spring for Astralis.
Zanzarah in all chat saying Czekolad. That's a little nickname for Czekolad there. I'm sure they're going to have some laughs about this one, but Astralis looking good in that game. Honestly, the skirmishes so often went their way. It felt like XL were often the ones starting the fight, but it was Astralis ending it. And then when it came to the 5v5s, Astralis seem to have practiced a comp like that. Unload all the old buttons on the same targets, unload them at the same time, and you win every time.
Just a press R comp, and it worked out very well for Astralis. Picking up only their 3rd win so far in the LEC. Of course, they continue to make their way up the standings. Next week, they have Fnatic and Rogue. That's the really telling. If they can get a win out of those 2 games, I think the Astralis...